Here is how you are going to leverage Law of Detachment to manifest anything and everything that you want. But first, smash that follow button. If you're not following me already, my name is Hannah Love. I'm a manifestation expert. I make manifesting simple, and I'm here to help you get what you want in life, because that's why you came to this planet, to get what you want. And be sure to stay to watch this entire thing, because I'm going to be dropping golden nuggets in this that you don't want to miss. And I have something special at the end for you. Have you ever noticed that when you don't really care if or when something happens, it just inevitably happens really easily and really quickly, and when you least expect it? That is a perfect example of practicing a law of detachment. And no, detaching from your desires is not you giving up on you manifesting that desire. You're just basically like, oh, I already know what's going to happen, so I don't really care about the how or the when, I just know it is. That is detachment. So perfect example of this, I recently, my YouTube channel has been growing very quickly. I went from 180 something followers to almost 400 now, and it's only been a few weeks of me starting to post consistently, and literally all I'm doing is reposting my TikTok videos to my YouTube, and I'm getting a ton of engagement on it, a lot of engagement, even more so than here and on my Instagram. And the reason being is because I'm not attached to whether that YouTube starts growing or not, right? It's when you become more hyper attached to something needing to happen, when you want it to happen, and you're constantly asking yourself, when is it going to happen? And you're checking your 3D for change right after you do your manifestation techniques, and then you're like, why isn't it happening? When is it going to happen? And when you become super attached, you're only creating more unnecessary stress for yourself. And it's not that you're pushing away your desires from manifesting, it's more like you're taking a magnifying lens and you're looking at the problem, or you're creating a problem when there isn't any, and you're acting like all this other work, all these other things outside of you that are manifesting and working well, you're forgetting about that. And so it feels like, because you're so focused on this one issue that's not even an issue, you're just telling yourself it's an issue, it seems like that's just your entire world in the moment, right? And then you forget about all these other magical things that are actually making your life amazing, and you're forgetting about all the movement that actually is happening in your external reality, and even within too. So what that has even taught me from reflecting back on it is to continue to persist in the things that I've already been doing, right? Acting or living in the wish fulfill, and continuing to show up as the version of me who is already a huge success, who is TikTok, Instagram, YouTube famous, who has lots of followers, who's changing millions of lives, and continuing to just be that version of me and persist and be consistent in that version. And so I've also noticed is because I'm more attached to what happens on my TikTok and my Instagram, I've noticed that I haven't had as much engagement on either of them, because I've been more attached, and I've been creating stories oh, well, I need to do this in order to get more followers, or it has to be brand new content. I can't just take a TikTok video and then repost it on my Instagram. I have to edit it in the Instagram app. I've been creating all of these extra loops and limiting beliefs in my mind, and making it harder for myself than it actually needs to be. So now what I am learning too is to practice detachment from my TikTok and my Instagram, and how and when that grows, because the truth is, it's already going to grow. It is growing. There is always movement happening. But if you're focusing on there being problems or there being issues, all your universe is going to reflect back to you is more problems, because where attention goes, energy grows. And then what else you can do is ask yourself, okay, well, if I was the version of me who had what I wanted, what would I be doing in this moment? And continue to ask yourself that. Whenever you find yourself doubting your desires or your manifestations, or you're getting impatient, you're getting upset, and you're like, where are they? Remember to always reflect back to that question. What would my new self do? What would the version of me who is living in the end, what would they be doing? What would they think? What would they say? How would they respond to this situation? And the more that you can be that version of you more often than not, that's when your desires inevitably manifest naturally and normally. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Let me know in the comments below. And if you are looking to skyrocket your manifestations, you want a quantum leap in manifesting your dreams and desires, then head to the link in my bio, because I do have some coaching options that may be just the right thing that you have been praying for. And feel free to DM me and ask me any questions about my one-to-one coaching and what that's like.